And I believe we're live on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma with some spooky music in our eardrums. Oh yeah. Feel like it's been quite a few streams since we listened to some old sorcery. The sorcery that is old. The sorcery that is old. So welcome everyone, I see some bananas in chat. Thank you for the bananas in chat, means that we're live. It's the way that you let me know. Some, or maybe none actually, are any of these shulker boxes just at the edge here related to commercial activities? No. Okay, that's enough sound. Enough sound. I have been AFK at a pigman farm, okay? Slaying the pigmen that reside there. Let's grab a couple of the yellow ones. Let's throw away this. Ugh! Don't need that. We need terracotta for what we're going to do today. But look, we're out. That's fine. That's fine. Over here, coarse dirt might be good. Maybe regular dirt. Nah, not regular dirt because the grass spread to it. Maybe a bit of that. I've got a bunch of that. Anyway, we're bringing that with us because I have a plan. The plan is to not do what we were going to do. Which is always a great plan, you know. Also, still haven't found my wall shulker box. Don't know where that is. Commodus Fire, thank you for 7 months of support. Appreciate it. Hope you're going to enjoy the stream. I watched the Clash of the Creators stream. That was fun. Thanks for that. Says I don't get this. Yeah, we've had some like really great feedback both from the audience and from everyone playing it. Feels like you know, the thing as a whole is just very enjoyable. And we're going to continue to do different games and try and keep them enjoyable. And so, really glad to see peeps enjoying that, you know. It is now on my second channel if you didn't catch it live. When you do catch it live, you get to be able to see, you can use the plugin and see how everyone's doing, right? Which is cool. First time watching a stream, but you watch all the videos. Lorenz, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. There is a secret base somewhere in my base X, says Shadowy Slayer. Yes, I did find the secret base, and guess what I've done? I've built a secret base inside of that base. Like, I mean, whoever built that base, whenever they go to it, and like, you know, I built it in a way where I don't think they'll realise I put a secret base in their secret base. Like, it was a lot of effort to do it that way, but yeah, so, I mean, obviously you guys know who built the secret base, if you're telling me. Well, I mean, if you've told me already, you're now going to go tell them, right, that there's a secret base in the... I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to fly in this direction. And then we're going to check out the border here. Did I leave, like, a shulker box of stuff? I don't think I did. This spruce wood's going to go. I think I know of a better way to do the transition here. Also, I think, although this isn't used anymore... Actually, is this like something temporary? It kind of looks like there's maybe not a lot going on here. Oh, no, wait, there is. The sticky pistons. Ooh. Yeah, I think something like this is just worth keeping because it's nice to have all the different things that are in the Hermitcraft world, right? In the world download later on in the season. So we'll do our best to keep that. What we're going to use is terracotta, right, for this border transition. We need to build like a terracotta ridge. And on one side we'll have coarse dirt and brown terracotta, and on the other we'll have regular and orange to mix with the red sand. And I think that's the way that we put in a border there. That makes sense, I guess. Let's hop over the edge here. We got Ban Fetar here with the 2-month subscription. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate it. I mean, I can't get into your shop, fools. Oh, we go underneath, do we? We go underneath. 1 diamond per stack. That's pretty reasonable. I do have an ender chest. It is diamonds. Lots and lots of diamonds. I mean, at this point in the season, everyone's got all they need, right? Whoop. Staff and Corrales only. I so want to go in there. Oh, I see. Red sand. Ah. So is the coloured terracotta, does it cost more? Oh, there's like a... Oh! There's more. Okay, so these are 2 per stack. Staff only, but not Corrales. Corrales isn't allowed in that bit. Oh, and there was already in it. Of course there was. Of course there was. What did I expect? Your screen is flickering, says Chimney Gamer. Is anyone else getting that? A flickering screen? Shouldn't gardening in the shopping district be paid by the mayor? Yeah. I should be paid for this. No, I'm happy to do it for free. Okay, so someone's got a flickering screen. It's not my stream, dude. It's your screen. Unfortunately. Yeah, no, I should have like a shulker box of red sand. I've completely lost track of all the materials I'm supposed to be using. Because oh look, I do have some terracotta actually. Wait, do I? Yeah, there it is. Okay, anyway. Any hoozle. Sleep in the bed. Oh God! Sleep in the bed. Exa's ender chest's inside his ender chest. Yeah, it's a good place to put them. Right, first of all we get rid of the spruce. Then we get rid of the red sand. And then we start building this ridge. Next Hermitcraft video will be an exciting one where we watch X write out an invoice for his gardening services. The next episode is the 100th episode of Season 7. Was you expecting that? Were you counting? And it's a longer one than usual as well. So that'll come out on Monday, by the way, which is tomorrow. Right? It's Sunday now. The week has flown by. The weeks always fly by, right? We got Soragale18 here subscribing, and Anark is here for 35 months. Thank you so much, Anark. Appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Second Hermit with 100 episodes, says DP8732. Yeah, I think XP has also got 100 episodes, right? What do you plan to do for episode 1000, says Foxgal. I plan on doing a special episode. I've got a big plan, but you'll just have to wait and see. Oh, it's been in the works for a while. $100 episodes, does that mean 1,000? No, it means 100. 100 episodes, right? Also, man, I need to drink some water. I'm not trying to be rude, but your voice helps me fight sleeplessness on occasion. It's quite alright. If it provides something of value to you, that is not rude. So, I feel like it might be smart to hide a bit more of this transition. I'm just wondering, we're going to bring the red sand out. And just maybe this area here is just kind of like rocky. Not a face reveal. Dear Lord, says Shady Bob. I wouldn't do a face reveal. You know, I know how passionate all of y'all are about not seeing my face. You know, I would never do that to you. So just having it like this, over the top of the dirt, it's kind of like an alright start, but we need more of a ridge. And actually, we have a reason to build upwards, don't we? Like, we literally want to start covering up what's next. I should have brought some, like, junk dirt with me to fill in holes. I don't really like making holes. So, need some of this going on, right? Yeah, where am I going to get... I tell you what. Let's go just, you know, not, oh, wait a minute. This isn't all this stuff here free for the resist... Free. It says, there's a sign that says free. I'm taking it. Lapis is free? Jeez. Cubfan would have liked to have known about that. Maybe we can use a bit of stone. There you go. We use stone underneath. Dang, there might be some good stuff here, like... I don't know. Oh, it's concrete, it's cobble. It's all just free. I was crafting spruce wood fences the other stream, and it was sitting here for free. Face reveals are for potatoes, says Star Eyes Alive. Those potatoes and their face reveals, eh? So yeah, we want more of a built-up ridge look to this, and we want to fill this in as well down here. And then this thing's basically just going to be hidden underground, you know. Now that column can stay. Let's make this terracotta base just a little bit wider. Yeah, I do need to head back to pick up the. Dang, brain! Don't just go blank on me. Red sands. There we go. Jeez, just went silent. I'm like, you thought of it, brain. Don't be holding out on me here. Yeah, we need to fly back and get the red sands. Ugh. There we go. Finally able to take off. Look, when is ever anything efficient on a stream? Okay. We're gonna fly back many more times than this. What are you doing right now, X? Says Sneaky Pick Nick. Sneaky Pick Nick, I am replying to a message in chat from Sneaky Pick Nick while I fly through the nether with my rockets. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm also live streaming on twitch.tv/Xisuma. Hit that follow button. Oh yeah! Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go get the red sand. That's what we're doing, we're getting the red sand. So, somewhere here, there should be some red sand. Oh, God. I wonder if I put it... I don't think I'd do that. Ugh. Will I find it, even? Oh, there it is. The answer to that question is yes. Yes, you shall. There's more here. And terracotta. Oh. So much. Let's drop off the spruce. Don't need that anymore. Or the grass. Is there anything else I dropped off related to what we were doing? Now, this is all brewery stuff back here. Brewery, desert, farms, decked out. Ugh, okay. It's like flashbacks. Each shulker box is a moment in time. Exa, just watched your face reveal video and I'm confused. Where is your shirt and how many of those masks do you have? I have 4 of those masks. Grenjo is here for 3 months. I assume a quick question. Ever played Warframe? If so, what are your thoughts? I have not played Warframe before, unfortunately. So I have no thoughts on it. We also got Morbrick77 here for 22 months. Howdy and good morning for 22 months. Awesome, dude. Thanks so much. Free glass and red sand. There is free glass, but the red sand I got myself. XRMC is here for 7 months. Thank you so much for 7 months of support, dude. Appreciate it. It looks good already, doesn't it? It looks alright already. It's not quite the ridge I was thinking of. Maybe as we get further along with it, it'll have more of that. But anyway, we gotta rip up all of this and put in the sand. Over to here. Also, this bit, you know, every little bit of grass gotta go. I thought that was like a step up, but it's not, is it? I wonder if mixing in the occasional bit of terracotta, or maybe just actual red sandstone here and there would probably help. Wait a minute, it didn't come that far out, did it? Out to there. What are you terraforming? We're terraforming the end of the district that has the log shop and has lots of red sand. Oh! Ah! Oh! No! No! Filthy! Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Yeah, can't be having any of that mycelium. Can't be having... Oh, good God! It's disgusting. Maybe around here we can just start to throw it on top of what's already there, as opposed to rip it all out like this. Another JT, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Have a great rest of your day. Need some more of that. Your grass looks so much prettier than normal blocks. That's because the grass extends down the side way more. It looks really nice, I think. Good old resource pack helping me out on that one. So yeah, now we'll just do this, which saves us ripping as much out. Over here we need to leave space for the ridge. Probably need to leave space for that. Yeah, let's get this terracotta sort of moved around this ridge bit. What we're going to do, I think, is kind of like throw this terracotta down and then shape it up better after. Something like that. So we'll have like a bulge down this area, then it'll form more into a ridge. Because we want to preserve little moments, and then this can just be like hidden down here, I guess. Might end up having it a little bit flat. But that's not so bad. You do get plateaus, right? So that'll all look fine. It'll all look good in the hood, homie, basically. Escal has free diamond ore where Bernie was. Just a thought I should tell you. Love these streams too, by the way. Free diamond ore. There's no such thing as free diamond ore, okay? I've been playing this game for a while now. There's no such thing as free diamonds. Let's change that one out. And maybe just over here as well. Yeah, this is going to work just fine. And we'll definitely throw in more materials later. But yeah, we're on the right track. Which is good, yo. It's good. X knows it's there, he's just trolling you. What's where? Huh? I wouldn't troll anyone. I'd never do that. We got lots of terracotta to go around here. In Terraria, there's a cool feature which swaps the blocks when you break the block with the block you want. Oh, right, yeah, I see what you're saying. That would be cool here as well, wouldn't it? Okay, it's time to drink some tea. We've been streaming for 20 minutes and I've got a hot cup of tea, right? That is good. That is good. Oh, that's good. Good tea. Oh, I really need that. That's warm. This music is amazing, says Persian Warrior. Glad you like it. Go check out Old Sorcery on Bandcamp if you enjoy the background music. What's up with the new button-style Doomsday Clock? Any ideas? Let's go have a look. I've heard about this. Well, I've seen it as well. But I've yet to really acknowledge its existence. So crashing down into this area here is this monstrosity. Like, what's going on here? Change is coming. Give us your name. I have no idea. I have no idea. Someone's clearly up to shenanigans, though, that's for sure. And the countdown ends at... Oh, right. So it's a countdown. Huh. Well, there you go. Something happens at the end of the countdown, peeps. Mystery solved! Yeah, that mystery's been solved. Oh, yeah, we're not doing this round here, are we? Oh, no, 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 no. And I guess that means not here either. Right, so let's bring this border, around this side, I guess. What is this thing for again? I don't really want to mess with it too much. Put the red sand all around it. We'll have red sand at this point. And then I guess the terracotta will go over to the side a bit. Because it'll make it quite a narrow ridge, basically, is what it's gonna change here. Iskar recorded it from the future. The timer was more down in the red. From the future? Do you mean from the past? When you watch a video, you're watching the past, right? When you're watching a stream, you're watching the almost present. there is such a thing as stream delay. Build Battle sequel. When was the last build battle? Oh no, there were some in... Yeah, no, there has been some build battles here and there. Zedaf and Tango, didn't they do some build battles? I know it's slower to like not use the shovel, but I just... Switching back and forth, it's just mad. We got some noises in the ear. We got Cody Pace here with the Prime subscription. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it. I'm going to have another sip of tea. Dr. Crunch 77 is here for 5 months. For your info, X, the initials of the weird button thing in the commercial district are HCBBS. There are stars where there are missing letters, and the first two could be Hermitcraft. Well, Hermitcraft is one word, right? Also, there is a star before the S in the initials. Crack the code. Well, Hermitcraft is the first word. BBS, isn't that like something bulletin board? Those old BBS bulletin boards from the internet? That's blatantly what it is, you know. Mystery solved. Hermitcraft Crime Brothers begin... begin Swarm? No, what's like a thing beginning with S? Because that's what's going to happen. It's Hermitcraft Big Brain Society. Hermitcraft is one word. So it can't be Hermitcraft Craft Big Brain Society, and it begins in the future. Yeah, that's it. Well, I'm definitely a part of that society if I crack that code, you know. Just saying. Right, anyway, this ridge can go pretty much alongside here, so we don't want totally straight lines, right? And this area should probably totally be on that side of things. Get some more terracotta up in here. All along this ridge. Yeah, and it's starting to come together, which is good, Okay, did we... Aha, we did not. We did not finish replacing all this grass. It don't look right. We need to get rid of every little bit as we move forward here. Hermits can build big stuff. Yes, that is a factual statement. Evidence of right here. Human Pork Rind is here for 28 months. We got Power Stroking 247 here as well. Cord Sheet is here for 46 months. G-Stav is here for 60. Closing in on that stack. Yeah, but isn't 60 like... Where is Evil X again? Isn't 60 Evil X? Like 5 years? Jeez. Thank you so much for the support, dude. And we got Cuplex here for 46 months saying, well, I am from the future. Cuplex is from the future. Time zones, I believe. Time zones. Okay, the ridge here actually needs to start pulling in the other direction, I think. So... let's bring it kind of in like this. Whoopsie doopsie. Dang, I need to turn up my own volume for this music, right? Like, it's a little quiet in my own eardrums. Maybe what we can do is put a door somewhere that goes into this space rather than fill it all in. And that'll be a way to, like, access this little bit of Hermitcraft history, you know? Remember that fateful day when Cub was under that trapdoor. Alright, we'll use some dirt here as well. Do a little jump. Beacons all around the shopping districts, says Hermitcraft gang. Beacons all around. I thought you were doing the deciphering. I thought you were doing the deciphering of the secret message. Hermits, consider buying blocks. Spank you. Says, I don't get this. That's great. We've got a noise in the ear from Non-Nutty here for 2 months. Thank you ever so much. And Bloody Moon is here with cheers and bits saying thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for those cheers and bits. Hope you enjoy the stream we're doing here today. Now on this side over here, we can kind of jump into the transformation, if you like, pretty swiftly. As I don't think we're going to use Podzol. You know, I brought it along just in case. But grab some coarse dirt. We grab some of that. And I think we just need little bits of terracotta here and there, little bits of coarse dirt. Just help kind of create that natural transition, right? And then dirt down here. Don't need ender pearls. So yeah, not a lot going on down here, but just a bit. And then maybe like coarse dirt here, coarse dirt there. And then there's your transition, right? Doesn't need to be too fancy. Now that is a part of Mumbo's build, I'm guessing, so we'll have the grass go up. And that kinda brings us to the transition here. And I think that'll work. It's got a long way to go though. The terracotta's gonna need some refining here and there. But that is our plan of action, I think. Trying to place it there, jeez. Okay. We need to get like a vantage point now. Replace the grass with mycelium. Get out of here, Fireblaze. Get out of here, you scamp. Oh, that's when was that built? That's from the whole mycelium prankage, but things like some of the things like that, they should stay, you know. So that is actually working. I'd say it doesn't look proper down this end. Like this this kind of like bit of random noise is actually not serving it particularly well. So it needs more smoothness. So if we pinch out these little divots here and there, that should probably look a little bit better. Yeah, that looks more terracotta-y now. The next thing to do though is to probably rip some of that out and mix in some other materials. Now originally I was thinking of just doing orange, But the way terracotta... Here we go. Here's the example I'm looking for. The way terracotta forms, it has these stripes. So if we put in orange, it should probably be a stripe. I'm thinking those two. Orange and then the grey and the white. Let's try that. Although, it probably makes sense that we build the ridge up a bit higher first. Yeah, let's do the whole shape and then do the colours last, alright? Does that sound like a good plan, peeps? Ah, my bed is in my inventory. We got noises, we got Alpha Anti-Claw here with the Prime, and we got Lapit Darley, gifting a sub to original Me Baby Spinach. Thank you so much for supporting our community with that gifted sub. I do like some spinach, me. I do like some spinach. Have you heard about the new UI for Bedrock Minecraft, says me saying. I have not heard of that. I know that they got a like a snapshot beta thing on the same day as the last snapshot that came out, right? But yeah, I didn't. You know, I checked it out briefly, and it kind of looked like not a lot to talk about. It was just, you know, them catching up with some features, sort of thing. Right, I did want this ridge to be relatively narrow. Maybe we should actually focus on pulling it in a little bit. Get it into this space here. How much left to do about terraforming in the shopping district, sir? Well, there's lots to do. Today, what we're doing, you know, we're gonna be here for another half hour, and then we'll go over to the brewer. So we'll get as much done as we get done. One thing I will do, though, is, like, I will make sure that we progress with that colour thing. I want to get that figured out today. Anyway, it's then going to sort of fall down there into that bit. So maybe we'll put, like, a bit of a limit on how much we do here. Just so we actually make some proper progress today. Let's kind of, like, get it over to here. And then that'll do. Whoop whoop, all the redstone is done for the brewer, right? Says AC. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Glad to see some excitement for that brewer project, because it's been mad, you know. Yeah, all the redstone's done. Although, that being said, like, I added a little bit of redstone, so everything for brewing is kind of done, but we might add and change a few things here and there, you know. Yeah, this is kind of showing us where to go. Down to the ocean, right? Like that. Maybe it's Hermitcraft buy shop for the Pacific. Well, you know, I've said it many times, Hermitcraft is one word, so, you know, it's Hermitcraft something. Maybe it's not even Hermitcraft, maybe it's just Hermits combine beautiful bases sometimes. Which makes no sense whatsoever. 0 sense is made from that. HC equals Hermit challenges. That's, you know, that's a good theory right there. That is a strong theory. Right, anyway, I'm noticing that these are a little bit jumbled, you know, doing bits like this. We commented on this a moment ago. When you look at terracotta and the way it forms, it's relatively smooth, so we should probably try and, like, follow that for the most part, that smoothness. And I think I'm going a bit too chaotic over here. Have you been thinking about joining the whole secret base thing, says Kate Wens? Well, someone built a secret base in my base, so I went and built a secret base in their secret base. Little Trasher 97 is here subscribing. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. Okay, again, about that whole smoothness thing, we need to kind of get that going. Yeah. Yeah, too much noise I've tried to introduce here and there. Need more of those, like, what do you call them? Contour lines? I think you can call them that. Oh, that made me think of continental breakfast, and now I'm hungry. Great. I skipped breakfast today. Okay, I think maybe now my mind has shifted gears. Maybe it's time to give you a little update on what I've been up to. My knee, like, injury kind of came back a little bit again. I've been feeling pretty, like, bummed out by it. Exercising means the world to me. Like, it's honestly been, like, one of the most useful, life-transforming things I've ever done, was to, like, get on top of my health. And bummed out about my, you know, my elbows with the repetitive strain injury, and now my, like, this knee pain has come back. Anyway, I took off yesterday and today, didn't go on any long walks, tried to ice them and hot water as much as I can, but it's still like, you know, got a problem. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, man, I don't want to just have, like, recurring injuries. I want nothing more than to just be fully healthy and enjoy exercising frequently again, you know? So I maybe I'm being a bit I don't know, pessimistic, but just having to wait to recover is just the worst. And yeah, I don't know, it just kind of got to me. Anyway, like, I'm taking off today as well. Knee injuries are no joke. I tore my meniscus 7 years ago, and it still gives me pain and problem today, says Yellow Games. Yeah, that's it. You know, you can pick up long-term injuries. I'm aware of that. I'm not, like, gonna be brazen about it. The thing is, like, obviously you don't want that, but, you know, what I enjoy doing is pushing myself. I enjoy, like, every time I run, I try and run further and harder, right? And every time, like, I'm in the gym lifting weights, I'm always trying to progress. And I might have to take a very different approach now in the future, you know? I'm certainly going to be not pushing myself as hard, but oh, I just got this weird feeling like it's going to keep happening or something, right? Like, just going to keep picking up some injury and having to slow down again. I mean, it's going to happen with age anyway. It's kind of inevitable on that front, but, like, you want to manage it, and it's just it's going to be like a thing to manage that, like where your limits are and whatnot. And I mean, I made some stupid mistakes where how I hurt my knee. That was kind of silly, but for the most part, I don't, like, do anything particularly risky. X is getting old, says Rebecca. Oh, you know, that's it. It might just be age. And I mean, one thing I can say is that, you know, I've enjoyed a good solid bunch of years of enjoying this, but, like, I want it to be for life. Like, I don't want to exercise for now. I want to exercise till I can't. And I thought, you know, I can't will be a long way off. You hear these stories of, like, people in their, like, 60s and 70s running marathons or something. I'm not saying I'm going to run a marathon when I'm 60, but, like, I never want to give it up. I want to keep going for... I want to be that age and still be out there running, you know? Sneaky Picnic says rare, though. I wonder about that, because not a lot of people, like, put that much value in their health. It's... You can't just hear the story of, oh, someone's this age and they run, and then think you know all the ins and outs of it. The way I've always looked at it is, I'm guessing that, like, they've not just picked it up at 60. They've been doing it for most of their life. And a lot of people in the fitness industry talk about longevity, right? And that's something I've got in my head. Longevity, that's what I want, you know? I don't want to just do this, like, for a bit now and blow out. Like, I want to be able to keep doing this again and again and again. So I want to take care of my body, but obviously you've got to balance it. Like, you know, you are putting a toll on your body. Your body can recover from that, but you can pick up more permanent-ish injuries, if you like, right? More long-term damage. And I guess, you know, on one hand I might be impatient about recovery, but yeah. Maybe the cold is not helping your injuries, says isn't a number. Well, I'm indoors a lot, you know, and it's not so much the cold. Like, when you recover from muscle damage, like, and injuries of that nature, one of the things that you can do is alternate hot and cold. So, you know, I've got ice packs I put on my knees, and I got hot packs, or you know, basically the same thing, right? Like hot water, cold water in a pack. And you just got to like constantly go back and forth because you're just stimulating the recovery by doing that. So there's therapy for it, and it helps speed it up. What actually happened to your arm, says Shinny? Well, you know, it's repetitive strain injury from years of using the computer. But it was sparked off by playing Final Fantasy on my treadmill. Like, I played it for like 90 minutes, and then all of a sudden I had these like big pains in my elbows. And it was because I was, you know, just sort of holding my arms at the same position tense. If you play a computer game for hours sitting down on a couch, you're probably in like a quite relaxed position, right? There's not a lot of tension in your body. Whereas if you're actively walking fast, you are using a lot of muscles, and your arms are sort of being held in place with your muscles sort of holding that position of the controller, right? Just try and imagine it. Like, you know, laying down, your arms are sort of limp, you're pressing the buttons on the controller. Walking, your arms are like tense, and yeah. Anyway, so, you know, a couple of days of doing that, and then it was just like, oh god, I got these horrible pains all of a sudden. Which is no good. Apparently I got 2 beds. And from there, you know, I've just been struggling to recover, and for January I am making my absolute best effort to recover. Before I've been doing some weightlifting, but like the stuff that doesn't aggravate it, although maybe it does, it's just not obvious. So I don't know if I'm going to continue after January. I think what I might do is like a week of experimenting and just see how it feels after that, because like it's gotten better, but like it kind of got better, I'd say, like within a week or two, and then it sort of felt roughly the same since then. Maybe there's like the occasional day where it starts to feel a little bit better, but I don't know, the last week or so it doesn't feel like it's budged. It's just a similar sort of feeling all the time. So yeah, anyway, that's had me bummed out, because now it's like my knees come back again. I was getting in a really good rhythm with the running, and you know what, like, it's funny because I was running and I felt tightness in my knee, and so I stopped, I stretched it, I got back on, and it was okay, and I didn't feel anything again. It was after that run that then it's come back again, and I had to stop running. And so I feel like I'm trying to learn the same lessons over and over again. I have this mentality of like, right, I'm going to run, let's say, every other day. Today I did, 20 minutes. The next day I'm doing 21, then 22. Or maybe I'm upping the speed, right, on the treadmill. And you get like locked into that idea of I'm making progress. And then something like that happens, and I do the stupid thing of like, rather than being like, hey, what's more important is not having pains in my knee again, I'm like, no, I'll get through this one. Like, it'll be alright. And then turns out maybe it wasn't alright. Just, you just want to wind back the clock and not do that run, basically. Ah! Oh, good God! No! We found the mother load. Get rid of the mother load. Oh, this is disgusting. Tango. Tango, what have you done under your base? Ugh! There's loads of it! This is unacceptable. Oh, there's more. Oh, good God. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. It's good to have all the old just let me waffle and get that off my chest, Because, man, it's just like a constant thing on my mind. It's annoying. It's, yeah, it's its own thing, right? I think this is probably going to end up going all the way around the building, so let's go get, like, a torch. And let's find a way out of here. I love listening to people, says Shinny. Me too. Yeah, I listen to lots of podcasts and stuff. I mean, like, if you enjoyed everything I said, that's terrific. I know, not every conversation is everyone's cup of tea, right? And I go on about it a lot, but I just need to. I need to get it off my chest. It's just so disheartening. Like, you know how people are like, oh, if you could go back in time and live life again, for me, it's like, no thanks. No thanks, I'm good with where I'm at now. You know, the beginning part of life, not so good. This later part, things are going well. But the one thing that I would love to have figured out earlier is how valuable all of that stuff is to me, you know? Like, if I'd have learned that earlier in life, that would have been great. Because, I mean, you know, I was a different person earlier in life, so maybe I wouldn't have valued it, but dang, like... You know, that's the one thing I would like to go back and change, is like exercise. Okay, I think we got the most of it. And we added some torches as well. Redo my life, too much hassle. Exactly, too much hassle. I mean, I was young, dumb, and stupid, and did all the wrong things for myself. So, like, the idea of going back and having to go through all that madness again is just like, nah, things are better now, way better now. Rebecca says no regrets. Yeah, no regrets is an interesting thing, right? Like, I think one of the things about thinking no regrets, for me, is more like realizing that as a human you make mistakes and you do things that are wrong, and it's about how you move on from it and what you take from it. Because, man, I've been through some things where it's like, there's no way you'd want that to happen again, but it's happened, so like, you know, what can you take from it? Or what can, you know, even stuff that's bad that like you really wish like hadn't happened, they end up making you who you are. So once it's in the past, like, you can look at it in the future and think, well, what can I get out of that? Because it's happened and I can't change it, so like, it may as well be of some good to me. That's how I feel, anyway. We got Noises in the eardrum. We got Little Trasher 97 subscribing. Ren's Cold Sun here for 13 months. Boy 3 for 11. Biffy the Tortoise here with a Prime. Beck Loves Pandas here for 24. 2 years right there. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, bad experiences are lessons, says Pablin. Yeah, they can be, can't they? Yeah. I hear no noises, says Sneaky Pick. Well, they were a while ago. I'm just catching up, you know. I'm just catching up. So, I did say that we would start to lay the foundation for the colour stuff. Let's go ahead and get us some dyes together. Yep, nobody is exempt from making mistakes. It's what you do after that counts, says Footlonghawk. Yeah. Totally, totally. Couldn't agree more. Don't want that mycelium, do I? Liger Gaming is here with the gifted subs to Talbar and Old Clyde Massey. Thank you for gifting the subs, dude, and supporting the community. Hope all is well. Thank you for everything you're doing over on the music channel as well, my dude. It's a pleasure to see that thing rolling on. All the colours we were doing, like light... Do you know what I don't have in here? I don't have, like, the white dye, the bone meal dye, right? Here we go. Dye boxes are so beautiful, says Ryan Goose. They are, aren't they? They are very nice. They are aesthetically pleasing. Okay, let's do, let's say, like half a stack of that just to begin. Actually, probably going to need a whole stack of that to begin with. There we go. We'll take that. And then this one. And we're out of terracotta, actually. So let's grab our 3 new colours. Right, now I'm thinking if we're gonna do this at a particular height, we kind of want to think about how it translates to each area. So I want to avoid this plateau. So I'm thinking this level here could be orange. Actually, how was it done over there again? It's like orange is like 2, and then the white and the grey is a little higher up. I kind of want to avoid. So if we put orange at, I think I might just go with 1 over here. Orange at this level, 2 gaps, and then white and grey here. So let's just redact what we've done. Might make sense to, yeah, bring this across a little bit more. Sort of tie it into the side of what Tango's doing. So then this bit here would then be this. And this would encourage me to build a little bit higher once I see where these ridges are as well. That already just feels so right. Like, you need something to break up the terracotta there. Okay, so I said I wanted orange at, I think this level, but I think I might go one lower down to here. So let's start with this middle bit. And yeah, let's swap some of these around, you know. Let's try something a little different as well. I'm going to put orange at this height. Sweet. So what were we talking about? Like regrets, things in the past that go wrong, things that are out of your hands. Yeah. Yeah, I've also had to deal with some like really uncomfortable stuff lately as well. So I just feel like quite a few things are like piling up all of a sudden, right? Like the injuries are a bit burdensome, some other stuff's going on, and you know, and we're in a pandemic, and you know me, I'm always like trying to be on top of mental health and stuff, so I'm just kind of cautious that things can get a bit sour sometimes. X, you have a secret base in your tower that Corrales built. I built a secret base in the secret base. It's all good, don't worry about it. Yeah, I feel like that would be better with just like this going on. I subscribe to your music channel, says Mads Odin. Thank you for doing that, dude. I hope you enjoy discovering some music through it, and what a perfect opportunity to plug my channels. I've got 4 of them. One about music, one about things that I say, you know, little talky videos. If you like these streams, you'll love that channel. The Xisuma Says channel. And then the second channel is where these live streams go, occasional Minecraft news, and other stuff. So yeah, go check them out. You know, I do a lot of stuff. If you only watch Hermitcraft and these live streams, there's more things that I get up to. Like writing about music and yeah, I adore listening to music, believe me. Thank you for the nice message, JR Ostrich. Appreciate that. Oh, this song's beautiful. Oh, this is my jam right here. Oh, turn up that volume. God, those synth tones are just so good. They remind me of Burzum's Tomhet song. There's a special song right there. That's something I want to do. I want to learn how to produce these synths again. I haven't done any music production this month because one of the first things I did is I set up my room and ripped out everything to put in a new carpet, and there's some delays because of COVID and stuff in getting the carpet put in. And so like I got this weird feeling that I don't want to do any music until I get my new setup in and I get my new speakers, like monitors, the sounds in. And it's just like every now and then I get this like mad itch where it's like, music. Could also get an elliptical for your knees. Is an elliptical like a stationary bike? I've actually got one of those. Funny enough, when I first hurt my knees, I learned that cycling was not good for it straight away. I haven't cycled in a while. Would like to. I've been doing tons of walking. That's been my exercise, and I've just given that up for the last 2 days and given it up for today as well. And then I'll get back to it Monday. The other thing, and y'all know me talking about food, right? The other thing that's super important for me is like to manage my hunger. I am just like a very hungry person, and I eat big meals, and in order to sustain that I need to like keep my muscle mass up and, you know, keep my metabolism stimulated, because if I can't exercise from injuries, I can see it becoming a problem, because I'm just always hungry, and it's so tricky to get satisfied. It's like every now and then food just kind of like slips into a place where I just feel satisfied, right? And I'm like, oh, that's good. But then more often than not, I just eat a meal and I'm like, I want to eat that again. Just always hungry. It's just yeah, you know, it's just got to deal with it. Cool, so how about that? Now we've added in the orange ridge. Maybe we'll put in, you know, another ridge like down the bottom here of color. It's actually, it's not very big is the thing I'm noticing now. Like this terracotta ridge probably needs to be relatively bigger. Maybe what we can do is dig a trench in front of it and make it feel bigger, but we've got room for a couple more blocks here, I don't know. Anyway, it's not a work of art project, is it? It's a, like, let's make this area make more sense kind of deal. Okay, we need to put in some terracotta in patches and coarse dirt. Maybe that one should have been of grass, whatever. Brewer time, yes, it'll be brewer time soon. Yeah, I think that's pretty good there. I think, you know, we could spend 5 more minutes, but, you know, we're going to spend time packing stuff up, moving around. Let's put all of our related materials in here. Dyes need to be put away. Still haven't found that, that wool chest, have we? Fortunately, wool's something I can very easily replace. Not a big deal. Okay, and then I've got to put that bed in here, because I already had one. What did the giant say after eating Fiji? I want some samosa, says Ryan Goose. I don't get that at all, but you made me think of goji when you said Fiji. Goji berries. I brought some goji berries. And, man, they are super nice. I had some in porridge with raspberries and some strawberry whey. And it was really good. They are, like, really sweet and satisfying and kind of, how do you describe them? They feel quite sugary, to be fair. I should probably learn a little bit more about the contents of them. But man, they're just such a nice sweet flavour. And I think they get lumped into the category of, like, you know, health foods. You know, every now and then someone's trying to sell you a superfood like chia seeds, right? Thing with food is, like, each food is unique and they have properties that are different from one another, and because a lot of... Oh, we're being raided! Zloy says you're a superfood. Thanks, dude. I saw you were editing the Hermitcraft recap episode and was talking about protein and being a veggie and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was watching earlier, but thank you for the raid, dude. Appreciate it ever so much. Zloy is, of course, the editor of the Hermitcraft recap. Goji berries would be good if not grown in China with huge pesticide usage. Well, there's always that, right? There's the chain of economics. You know, things get shipped around the world, which costs fuel and has that carbon emissions added to it, right? Yeah, there's probably all of that, you know. It's a weird thing to think about. You look at a fruit or a vegetable and, like, there's, like, some sort of carbon emission tied to that. So if you have, like, locally grown potatoes, or maybe you grow potatoes in your garden, like, you know there's, like, this low carbon emission added to that, but something like goji berries coming from some other place in the world, yep, that could totally be a thing. Oh, thank you. I have no clue about nutrition or anything. I was just mumbling, says Loy. Yeah, let me tell you what my advice for one's own diet. I believe that you should focus on getting plenty of vegetables, plenty of fruit. You know, like what do they say, 5 a day. I try and eat like 2 to 3 pieces of fruit every day. I eat a lot, so I have like a large quantity. You know, then the things generally, do you know what, I was looking at it, I found a bookmark for this really good site where it's like all the things that I've learned about health and fitness was like sort of summarized in one site and really well explained. And they do draw this food diagram in it where you've got like your fruit and your vegetables sort of pinned in the healthier corner, and then in the opposite corner it's your junk food, basically. Everyone knows junk food's in that opposite corner, right? But then there's some things that are closer in that direction, like pastas, right? That you should, and bread, you should avoid eating like every day. And then there's some that are a bit of a healthier choice, like your brown rice and things like that. So Anyway, my general advice is to try and limit the amount of like breads and pastas. Obviously, junk food, you know, everyone enjoys it. Try and like limit it. Have it like once a week, not every day, kind of thing. But when it comes to like not eating meat, I think you can do it. Depends on your goals, but like just if you're worried about the amount of protein, just get some like protein yogurt in, or there's other sources. If you learn about the macronutrients of foods, like beans can be a good source of protein. There's you know, other sources. Zoe says, do you think quitting caffeine cold turkey can mess up a person? Absolutely, yeah. I have been one to drink a lot of coffee through my hot mochas, right? And then I've gone off them and just noticed the craving straight away. And I think like if you're noticing that, because I was listening to you talk about how much you drink tea. I drink tea, right? And I drink a lot of tea, and I don't really feel the effects of caffeine at all from it. And I don't really feel withdrawal effects either, because sometimes I do just go a whole day without drinking tea because I'm busy and distracted, right? But the thing is, like, the amount of caffeine that is in tea, okay, someone's going to be smart and tell you there's more caffeine in tea. What it is that, how can you describe it? Like, you have quantity and then you have potency. So I think there is more quantity in tea, but the potency is very low. And this varies a lot from tea to tea. And then in caffeine, there's less quantity, but it's very potent. So anyway, you know, caffeine has a physiological effect on your body, and you can become physiologically and psychologically addicted to that. It's different for every single person. But, you know, like, the best thing to do is to experiment and be honest with yourself. If you stop drinking it and you feel those cravings, then you know it's got its attachment to you. And then it's like, what do you want to do with that? Some people will be like, no, I just want to enjoy my tea every day, or coffee. And some people might be like, oh, I'm not sure about that. I want to do something about this. And then just see how long you can go. You know, like, you don't beat yourself up over it. Like, if you really struggle, then try limiting it. Just have one a day, that kind of thing. You know, try and steer yourself in the right direction if doing something drastic doesn't work. Because I do a lot of like exercise and have to put myself in somewhat uncomfortable positions a lot, you know, like you have to put up with, when you're running, got to put up with that feeling, right? For me, it's like easier to do something like hit the switch and be like, right, I'm not going to do this for a while or whatever, because I'm kind of used to enduring that. But if you're not used to discomfort, that's the word I'm looking for. If you're not used to discomforting yourself, then it might be better just to do it a little bit at a time, you know? Just take what you're currently having, reduce it, and then slowly over time, week at a time, change it. I don't know, then maybe you'll get to a spot where you're not drinking as much and you're happy with that. But that's what everyone should do, you know, like, analyze what you're doing, analyze yourself, see where you want to make changes, you know? I think it's a good thing to kind of be able to do that. Is this going to be an Xisuma Says video? No, because I've just realised I'm not recording my audio. So anyway, I've decided not to like post as much over there lately. I had a change of heart. I've talked about it a couple of times. I've felt like where I'd started doing music again recently, I just kind of realised that like I keep looking to be successful with an audience, right? Like, oh, I'm going to do this Xisuma Says channel and like grow out this potential to make talky videos, which, you know, I still might do in the future. You never know what the future holds, but I think I just got too focused on the idea of like when I do other stuff, it's about being successful. And I started doing the music again, and I was just like, man, this isn't even about like, oh, someone, you know, down the line, I'll post this somewhere and it will make so many views or whatever, right? Like, the experience of making the music was just so joyous that I didn't even care to share it. Like, and then it just kind of made me realize that I've been very focused on what I do needs to be a success of some sort, and I'm not sure if that is true anymore, right? Kelp is what I need, and I didn't bring any kelp with me. I think we'll get this one sort of done before we start the next one. And you know what? I'm not too bothered about leaving stuff like this on display. I just feel like we need to build the platform here. So that probably means we need these two materials again, which I think I had some of over there. Do you like M&M's, the Sneaky Picnic? I grew up listening to Eminem. You know? Like, he was kind of like one of those cornerstone artists of my youth. Which is true for a lot of people in my generation, because he was, you know, blowing up. Making heads turn. Yeah, it is that texture, just wanted to check. So we need some more grey wool as well. So grey wool and some kelp. We'll keep these things in mind, just because otherwise I'm going to end up going back and forth all the time, right? So... the torches are actually kind of important here, because of light levels and stuff. So I guess I'll fill in this kind of randomly. And I do want it to all look clean, but it's going to be kind of hard to make all of this sort of flush. So some black stone stairs in front of there, I think will do. Oh, I thought you said M&M as in the sweets, says AC. You know, I don't really eat sweets. I don't particularly... obviously, I would eat them and enjoy them, but in my head, they're just sort of programmed to not enjoy them. Like, I don't look at them like they're food, and I don't particularly... I don't want my food to be like non-nutritious temporary pleasures, right? So I enjoy some occasional treats, pancakes, but I try and like have stuff that's more on the foodie side rather than just straight up chocolates and sugar, you know. Because I'd probably love all the different treats, right? Like Butterfinger, I adore those, and you know, maybe like once or twice a year, birthday or Christmas, I might treat myself to something like that. But I don't know, it's just kind of like lost its charm really, because I just don't see it as food anymore or being of particular value. Why is there a magma block? The magma block is to get down the soul side. Oh yeah, that's the point. I need this to actually be a full block, right? I think what I'm going to do... no, I'm going to change all of this then. Oh God, why is it like lagging here? I don't recall having... Yeah, there is like some hiccupy lag going on here that I don't recall having before at all. Memory is low, so it can't be a memory dump thing. FPS is holding it under 90. Like 89 pretty much means it's doing as good as it can. So that herky jerk, I don't know what that is. I wonder if the devs of like the Minecraft devs are aware that in the world you just end up over time getting these herky jerks, right? Oh, I might make that a light source. I'm gonna make that a light source there, and then we'll put something on top of it. It's a chunk thing, says Haley Bailey. That is true, actually. So the game that we made, the dodgeball one, which we really need to play again, that was so good. That is on a chunk border, and me and Ren were practicing it, and like, it was like, oh wait, there's something funky going on here. There's like lag while we play, and then we realised that you move left to right, and it's right on a chunk border, so you get this this like delayed lag. Like every time you move over the chunk border, chunks load and unload, and it's... Yeah, it could be that. Sometimes it feels like you're hardly moving and you get that problem. Do I have any dark oak? I do. Here come the chest monsters. Work blocks, we got them. We've had some more noises in the ear. We got Head by Gaming here with a donation saying hi from Australia. Thank you, my dude, so much. I appreciate the support. Sorry for the late reply as well. I've just gone into waffle mode, right? As soon as I started talking about injuries and stuff, I've switched my brain into a different gear. I've become a waffle. Yeah, speaking of food, I'm skipping having a proper breakfast today. Just because I haven't been exercising the last couple of days. We're going to have Sunday roast. Maybe a little bit of pudding. Had some burritos yesterday, really enjoyed that. And earlier in the week, I had my mega curry, and I didn't actually enjoy it. Like, oh, I'll tell you why. As I said earlier, I've been dealing with some stuff lately. And, you know, when you deal with big stuff in life, like you can get that queasy belly feeling. Man, I had a proper queasy belly, and I think it just ruined eating that day for me. Sunday roast sounds tasty. Oh, it is, it is. Okay, water and kelp. So we need kelp, we need wool. And then... yeah, I think that's kind of alright. Maybe just put this going over to there. Or maybe as far as that, just so it kind of looks a little cleaner. Even though we're not trying to make this place all tidy up because it's just too big, really. This can come away. Ow! Ow! Sneaky Picnic says intermittent fasting. Anyone? I did a fair bit of intermittent fasting at one point. And in general, what I try and do is just have. Okay, we'll fix that in a bit. I try and have a later breakfast and an earlier dinner on the days that I can. You know, so it's not like I don't do strict intermittent fasting, but it's more of like a bit of a principle to just try and space out, or sorry, squeeze together the meals a bit more. But as a weight loss strategy, you know, it really helped me bring down my weight from where I was at the point to where I got to. I'm not so sure it was the act of changing up your metabolism. Probably does have something to do it, but I think you just end up kind of eating less than you would if it were all spaced out. One thing I don't do, for example, is snack. I'm not a snacker. I don't just like go have a little something. I mean, you know, if I do, maybe one day I'll have like a protein bar, but it's a bit more planned. It's because I calorie count, so it all adds up. But I'm not a snacker, and that helps with reducing weight a lot. I think it's so easy just to eat a fair bit more than you realise you're eating if you're snacking on stuff. Grey wool, and kelp. Grey wool. Don't need a lot of it either, so that will probably do us, literally. Where the kelp at, y'all? Where the kelp at? We'll just grab some from here. There we go. And that's it. X, do you feel, though, regular walking has improved your health, says Renault? Oh, absolutely, but, For me, like, I've done so much. I've done so many things, like cycling and weightlifting, running and walking. Those are kind of been the big things along the way. Big activities that they all kind of like, they're all part of a general trend. So it's hard to like pin something down and say this is the one. But I think walking is probably the easiest to do. No surprise there. And has a kind of therapeutic edge. Like, you don't really push yourself into an area of discomfort in order to get results, right? But it's a very it's a nice activity because you walk outside and you get fresh air and you see nature, and you're just, you know, elevating your body's I don't know what the correct word would be, but, you know, like the stimulus, because you're just gently walking, and it's very manageable, and so it's just got like a very nice kind of middle ground to it. Okay, let's grab a water bucket and get this done. Oh, I got to get back up there again, so ugh, like that. I can't be bothered to do physical exercise, but I want to lose weight, says Melzy Vlogs. Well, if you can convince yourself to do some physical exercise, like, and you can do it for a while, and you can experience the benefits of that, you might change your mind. But it's difficult to get going on that stuff. You know, maybe just try walking. Like, it's one of the easiest ones to pick up and do. Regular walking, you know. Maybe start with just like a 20-minute walk, and over time work your way up to like walk an hour. Atomic Habits just aim to do 1 minute of exercise a day, says Liger Gaming. Yeah, that's a tip in the Atomic Habits book that he tells. Is it actually from that book? I always remember this story though, that there's this guy who's like overweight, wants to lose weight, and decides to just go to the gym, for like to drive there, to go to the gym, like get unpacked, go into the gym for no more than 5 minutes, and then leave. Because they knew that they had a low tolerance for this stuff, right? But by going and doing it every day for 5 minutes, they develop a habit. And then after a while of that habit being so, you can kind of just up it a little bit. You know, now it's 10 minutes a day. And then, you know, what does time do? It always goes forwards. And before you know it, you know, maybe you're doing half an hour a day. X, have you ever been a heavy procrastinator? If so, how do you fix it? Because I procrastinate a bunch. I have been a heavy procrastinator in the past, and I always procrastinate in some capacity every day. Usually it's just, you know, a small amount. But like, the thing is to catch yourself doing it and make sure you got something else you need to do. Like people, it's the whole discipline thing again. Like always getting these questions of like, oh, how do you do all this exercise? How do you do all this video making and whatnot? It's sorry, it's not quite that. It's the inspiration thing. Like, oh, I'm not inspired to exercise, and you know, for me, it's like, well, neither am I most of the time. But like, you got to get this thing in your head of like, there are things you know you need to do, and you just go ahead and do them anyway. Even though you don't want to, right? That's it really. It's just developing that capacity to go, don't want to do this, but it's part of what I know I need to do, and then the more you do that, the easier it kind of gets. Just gets easier to just push yourself and go, nope, this is what we're doing. Kelp X, says Dr. Hines. Kelp. Did I leave some of it in here? Nope, I don't know. Or did I? No, I did both of those, right? Discipline, not motivation, says Darth Analysis. Yeah, that's the thing. But like, you know, then I'll get the message where it's like, oh, how do I be disciplined then? And why am I trying to sleep in a bed? My brain's all over the place. You have to just do it. It's about doing what's difficult and discomforting. I think I said it like the other day in a stream, like maybe if you're trying to do exercise, right, don't pick something that is exercise, but pick something that is discomforting to do, and then do it. And then when it's over, maybe it's just 5 minutes of something discomforting, right? Then ask yourself, how bad was that actually, now that you've gone past it? And you might realise, oh, you got the capacity to do that a little bit every day, and then you got to work on it, and it will slowly build up. Lillian the Hermit says, I find it difficult losing weight, especially since family is rather on the sweet tooth side. I feel really inspired to exercise more often, though I don't really know how to start. Start by walking, you know. Walking's simple and easy, and it is tricky, you know. It is tricky to kind of like know what to do. But one thing I've been doing recently is this guy called Joe Wicks has this body coach thing on YouTube, right? And he just does some high intensity interval training, which is kind of like, you don't need any equipment, you're just standing there, you do some jogging on the spot, you do some squat jumps, and just various body movement exercises that are really quite simple. One thing to always remember if you're trying to make a difference and you're following along someone else's instructions is, you don't actually have to do every single thing they tell you to. If you are like, man, this is really intense, just tone it down for yourself, right? And as long as you're consistent with making these attempts to work out or whatever it is you're trying to do, you know, you will, as you do them, get stronger, and then find that further down the line you can keep up with whoever it is you're following, right? But yeah, as to that message that I read out about family having a sweet tooth, so I have that problem as well. Like every time I go for like Sunday lunch, there is sweet desserts on the table full of sugar, and they are like gorgeous. And by calorie counting, I could accommodate and go, okay, you know, I'll have this portion, and I know how much it is, and then I can accommodate it into my day. But as I said, I try to look at sweets and treats and stuff like that like they're non-nutritious, and they're not really the sort of foods I should be having. I should be having food with more nutritional value. And where I've done that, I just find that I've sort of built up over time a mental kind of image of these things as not being food, and it's actually become really easier for me to say no. I don't really have those treats anymore at all. Like, probably for like a good, I don't know, maybe like the last year or so, I've really just completely avoided eating them. And so one thing that also helps is where I like put all the ingredients into my, like I look at the recipe and I put all the ingredients into my calorie counter, and I'm like, this is a carb bomb, this is just sugary carbs, nothing but. And then I can think through what's going to happen to my physiology. Like, you're going to get that sugary rush and all the insulin's going to come out, and you're going to get like a little bit woozy. Bear in mind, I don't have a lot of sugar in my diet, so when I have desserts and puddings, I like really feel the physiological change. And because I'm paying attention to all of that, and I know that it's not good for me and I don't want it, you know, if you constantly confront yourself with something you know that's not good for you, like, it's so weird. It's like you create the negative feeling, but then you learn to harness it, right? And I don't know, something along those lines is what I do. Hopefully any of that is of some help for you. Right, is that on the other side? I really like having that little bit of glass. By the way, I'm so far behind the noises in the air. Strive Ever is here with the cheers and bits, saying, I love your content. I have been a sub on YouTube for years. Keep up the good work, mate. Thank you so much for those cheers and bits. Appreciate it. I just realised the sounds are off on the noises in the ear. You will hear the next noise in the ear because I just turned it back on. That was set that way because of Clash of the Creators, right? I want to put the glass back on there. I feel like the glass is good. Yeah, it was set that way because of Clash of the Creators. So when I was saying earlier that I heard the noises in my ear, but they were like late, I didn't actually hear them. I just looked at the side of the screen, saw something had changed, and I thought, oh, actually, Derp, you've missed it. But that is not what has happened here. Alright, let's catch up. Enderjai here with the Prime. Bellina T here for 28 months. Braden Jensen 13 subscribing. Rebecca 11 gifting a sub to Mythical Mudkip. Thank you so much for supporting the community with those gifted subs. Appreciate it as always. And Anna Bombanana is here doing the same, gifting a sub to Sacred Lotus MC. Appreciate it ever so much. Appreciate it. Biased Moss says boopity boopity. Thanks for contributing to the conversation. Okay, what we want to do next is grab some stone and get the stuff like around the outside. I count calories because I have a very high metabolism and I lose weight crazy fast, so I have to make sure that I eat enough during the day. When I was 14 and 5 feet tall, I weighed 70 pounds. Dang, that's a problem I'd like to have. I mean, my metabolism is actually pretty strong, but I think I'm past that probably youthful point of like being able to get away with eating stuff. I still eat a lot, but it has to be like good, proper food. And if I do, you know, go over my my limits or whatever, like I'll see it on my belly before long. Pro Lucas says no, it's not. Trust me, I do not know what I just said in relation to your message, so I've lost track of that one. Any advice for gaining healthy weight, says Pineapple Power? Well, it's about, you know, eating more than you burn off, right? So I think if you want to gain weight healthily, you should still exercise. Exercise is good, you know, your cardiovascular health is important too. But like, eat healthier sources of fat. Like avocados is one, right? So obviously eat more is a good thing, but I think you should probably try and eat more fats than you should carbohydrates. There are different types, of course, but a lot of carbohydrates can be sugary, which you kind of want to avoid. That's like not the healthy way to gain weight, because you could just go and eat like tons of chocolate every day, right? And all that sugar will just all that insulin will just start, you know, converting it into body fat if you're not using it. But you wanna do it the healthy way and eat stuff like avocados and, you know, healthy source of fats. There's these things called edamame beans, which I sometimes get in salads or various meals that I cook, and they're really nice. They're really tasty, and occasionally I get like pots of them. But I was looking at their what they're made of, and they're all fat and they're all protein, and that is great because I've been trying to shift to eating more protein and lower the amount of carbohydrates in my diet, and that is like a golden mix right there: protein and fat. Like foods with both of those, which is most of the time meat. That is what I'm looking for. I love edamame beans. Lots of good proteins, says Rebecca. Yeah, tons of, like, it's like a third protein and 2/3 fat or something, which is a really good ratio. At least for my needs. And they're delicious, as people are pointing out in chat. Yeah, they're really great. They taste wonderful. And that's the kind of food I want to enjoy. Good, healthy food that can taste good, right? That's why I don't eat sweets and stuff, really. I mean, I tell you what, I do have some, like, the occasional toffee. Just a small toffee, not like loads of it. And I have hot chocolate. That's another indulgence. But that's it. I try and keep it super minimal. Because, you know, the more of that stuff you have, then all of a sudden vegetables don't taste as good. Let's get the dyes. That's what we're after. Edamame is a soybean, says Footlonghawk. Not sure. I don't think it doesn't taste like soy initially. It might be related, but just off the top of my head, like thinking of some of the soy stuff I've eaten compared to that, I don't think it is. Oh no! Now some people are saying it's a young soybean. Oh, okay, interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that. Different kind of taste at that stage. I heard about people with soy allergies. Doesn't that mean they can't ingest soy sauce? Possibly, if it's made with soy. Soy sauce is very salty. I often cook with it. It's really, really good. Like, it really complements some types of food well. Red kidney bean, most nutritious bean, says Moisty Fires. I don't have red kidney beans that often. Maybe we should have some more. Might have been in some in my burritos that I had yesterday, now that I think about it, but dang, I like me burritos. This burrito takeaway place, I'm enjoying it. It's unfermented soy sauce, apparently. Ah. Oh, there's something I like, kimchi. Fermented cabbage. I found that I can buy it from the shop in a little container, which is sweet. Lasts like a couple of days after you open it. Dang, it's so tasty. Kimchi is great. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, we've got to add in the next bits, which are here. Ah, there we go. Hey, I'm just wondering. Couldn't these have been like one block lower? I'm going to leave them like that. I just sort of thought, wait a minute, there is kind of like space, whatever, to make them lower, I think. Because then they have like a stone block under them. Whatever, whatever. I asked about the soy sauce because I think soy sauce is in a lot of dishes. Says can't pronounce your name. Depends like what sort of cuisine you're having. If you have like Oriental cuisine, it's really quite common. Whereas over here in the UK, like never had soy sauce of anything like traditional UK food, which is basically fish and chips. Okay. So that. So I put it at that level, right? I put the nether block sort of there, which I was actually looking for, and then I opened this and I just kind of, because I'm waffling, kind of totally forgot why I opened it. Or was it at that height? No, it was that height there. Except, where is it? It's here. Right, we're in line with that. So if I put it there, that will become the lamp. And then, yeah, no, so that is correct. Okay. And I think I'm doing it the same orientation we had on the opposite side, so that's good. So it's there, right? Yeah. Let's also just go ahead and fill all of this in. Okie doke. Some of that material might need to be changed as well, but we'll get it all done one way or another. Right, and hopefully this is all correct. What we're going to do there. I think what we did on the other side was just have the basalt come up to the glass right there. Bam. Little jump. Done. Finito. Now for the other side. How can you hate bread? Someone in chat said. I don't think I said I hate bread. I just avoid it. Like if I've had a particularly low sugar bunch of days and I have some white bread, man, I can feel that sugar rush after it. But yeah, like, you know, a bread sandwich, like especially with some good fresh cooked bread, is gorgeous. I'm not saying like it's not any of that. It's just not the healthiest. Bread is a treat, says Moisty Vibes. Yeah, that's what it is for me. Like every now and then I will order some bread rolls because ordering because of click and collect, right? You know, pandemic and all. I'll order some bread rolls and whatnot for a sandwich, and I always look at it like that's my treat. That's my treat right there. Okay, we're gonna need shoobity whoop doop doop. Some of that. And then some of those. And they kind of lead to nowhere, right? What about donuts? Yeah, if you have unsugared donuts, which I really like, yeah, they're definitely on the less healthy spectrum, right? Thing with donuts though is the sugar, man. They just putting sugar on everything, it ruins it for me. I like donuts without sugar. Especially freshly made, you know. Anyway, buckets of water. I put it away, I knew I had to build another one. Oh, look at this, we're running low. I guess we'll use some of that. Okay, now I've got to get back up there, right? And that is the way you do it. No sugar donuts are called bagels, says Footlong Hawk. Ah, okay. No. I'll explain the difference here, okay? There are two types of donuts. Oh, this needs a block below it, right? Yep. There are two types of donuts, okay? You get your, what are they called? Cream creme or something? What's that brand? Now everyone in chat's going to tell me in a minute. They're like bread with glazing on top and, you know, sprinkles. Krispy Kreme, that's the one. Okay? That's the lame donut right there. I do not like those donuts at all. The bread, the toppings, it's all sugar. Okay? Then you get your donuts that are made with like eggs and flour and... God, what else do you put into it? I don't make this stuff very often. Milk, probably. And these are the ones that you sort of deep fry. So they're like your, you know, jam donuts where you got that kind of like big fluffy circular sort of like puck shaped donut. Doesn't have the hole in the middle. Sugar on the outside, jam in the middle. So those are two different types of donut. The one that I like is the jam donut type, except doesn't have to have jam in it, and I like them not sugared and fresh and hot. Those are gorgeous, those ones. The other ones, not even bothered. Oh, did we not do it on that side then? Ah, someone said we missed that side, right? Probably because I goofed that little bit. Let's check and see. I believe that is all plugged in, so I'm good to take this out. Then you got to do that. They should just make it like they know that we're doing this, right? They should just make it so you can plant it on that stuff. Actually, I think the reason you can't is because of how the ravines generate those water ravines in the world. Anyway, now we can change that back. Good stuff. Donuts are too mushy, says Biggie. Depends how they cook. Sometimes you get some like mushy ones. Sometimes they can be a bit overcooked or whatever. Jada Poop says, I love how X does his best to answer most questions people ask, and he loves talking with his viewers. It's awesome! Yes, that is the charm of a live stream, right? We get to interact with one another. Hey X, what do you think on eating organs as a source of micronutrients? I have never heard anything about eating organs. However, my parents love eating liver, like cooked liver, and I never really enjoyed it as a kid, and I just don't even bother as an adult. But eating liver, like, that's an organ, right? Like cow liver or whatever it is, you know, pig liver. That's eating organs right there, pretty sure. How about insects? Well, everything's food, right? So depending on what culture or where you are in the world, like, different foods are common or not. So eating insects where I'm from is not a thing. And honestly, like, I feel a bit off-put by it, you know? But I'd be one to give it a try. I'd definitely give eating some insects a try. I'd definitely also have some boundaries. Like, I don't know, like, there'll be some insect-looking things. Because I've seen, like, the markets in China where they got all the insects on sticks or whatever. There'll be some that I will just, you know, have that, kind of reaction to. And I wouldn't try. But I would like to try and give it a shot. Because it's food, you know, it is food. I'm just not accustomed to it. Where the wool at? Oh, don't tell me. How have I used up all the wool? I went and got some extra wool. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Extra wool. Okay, I think we went like all the way from one end across when we did it on the other side. So we'll do something similar here. Most insects are just crunchy, powdery. And, you know, saying it like that sounds kind of nice. Like a crunchy, powdery snack. I'd give it a try. You also got to be like, I think when you go abroad, you've got to be a little bit careful. Like, your body is kind of like not used to some stuff, right? Like, I imagine if I went abroad and just started eating all this different food, if I got a stomach ache, like, you'd want to be able to narrow it down. You know, can I eat this thing? Can I eat that thing? Although, I got a feeling I'm not really that bad with that sort of stuff. Whenever I've gone abroad and eaten, I've never really had much of a problem. And in general, I don't really get an upset stomach too often. If at all, I don't know. Just trying to think of the last time I had some food that upset me, I guess. Oh, probably the other side of that area needs a bit of stone, that's what I'm thinking. All this snack talk is making me hungry, says Hello Donor. Yeah, I apologise, yeah, it will do, just talking about food constantly. I already feel hungry because I didn't have breakfast. Okay, like that. And then over here. X, do you only eat fillets? I have like a fish fillet on occasion. It's not all I eat. Anyway, I think we've done a good job with that. Now, what I wanted to change next, I want to do some redstone. Let's, okay, I didn't need to bring that with me, but let's tidy up the inventory. It's inventory tidy up time, right? Oh, that's kind of full, that one. I'm opening all the full ones. Because I am a fool. Didn't. Okay. That's wood. Kelp can go up here. Scaffolding can probably go in there. Okay, bucket in here. Lights, camera, action. The crafting table will go in here. So this is how you be organised, peeps. You know, always be unfolding and then contracting. Just put it all back. Get it reorganised and back in its normal spot again. So we don't need the dyes right now, or the water. This can go back into there. And then we've got the nether blocks, which we're done with. Okay, and then we've got some glass, which usually I just dump into that one. Cool, and we're going to do some redstone next. So, here's what I've been thinking. Down here, the lights are on. Wait a minute. Does that mean I need more of this? I think it does. What one is this again? It's rabbit's foot. So that's never going to get filled up. I think, though, what we should do is change this. And we should make it so that when a lamp is off, that's when you got to go deal with it. I don't know how easy all of these are going to be, but we're going to do them one by one. So that doesn't interfere with anything if it's on, and it gives us the right output. So if we come over here and do this again, shouldn't break anything. And now the lamp is on. So we just got to do that for every one of these, and then I think I'm happy with that. There we go. Yeah, the first bunch of these are going to be super easy. It's the ones down the end that might be tricky. I'm spinning around a lot. I just realised. HDCM says, X, what would you do if you had Scar's disease? Because physical health isn't a thing. Or I think. Well, you know, I think I would really struggle. Like, I do hinge on my physical activity a lot, but in developing, you know, a mental health practice, this is supposed to be inverted somewhere. It's inverted there, isn't it? In developing a mental health practice, I have, you know, cultivated some tools to help me with things, but like, yeah, I mean, it's like a huge burden to have something like that, and it's always remarkable how much strength people have. Like, you know, Scar is a remarkable person, and he's had to put up with something very difficult and tough, and in a way may have made him a better person. I don't know him that well, but it's always remarkable how strength can emerge from people who have, like, hard things happen to them that they have to live with. And I don't know if that would be me or not. I genuinely don't know. Oh, that says slab, so it's not going to lock that. Okay. So far, so good. We might... Problem is, if I put it, like, side on, it locks that. I think if I put a block there and just have it go across, that'll work. Oh, no, actually. Yeah, no, that's pretty much my option. So we need some more of those blocks. X, have you seen any snow in your area? It's chucking it down where I live, says Blicko. It's not here, although I did see that it's supposed to be snowing today. Here we go. X, have you been to the Netherlands? Yeah, I went when I was a teenager. Been to quite a few places over the years. Okay, so I think what we have to do is that to avoid the redstone locking anything, and then it does that job. And it will be the same dealio here. And that's it. So now the lamps are on when we're good, and that'll be consistent for all of them. And when the lamp is off, we're not good. So we still got to figure out the rabbit foot thing. But honestly, that's probably just going to stay off because the rabbit's foot thing was just not really that feasible. The drop rate's too low. Asf is here for 21 months. Thank you so much, Asf. Appreciate it. I totally missed the noise in the ear, which is actually now turned on, I believe. Yeah, so anyway, now that we've done that, I guess I kind of need to actually figure out what's next, because I knew Oh, wait a minute. This is kind of like not finished. Oh, how could I leave it unfinished? That is just rude. So I need like 3 more of that. There's 1 in that one. Wait, where did... Oh. Thought I picked them all up, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's got to be more of this stuff somewhere. Shoop-de-whoop-de-doop-doop-doop. There we go. That's that done. And by the way, there's 2,200 peeps watching today. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to hit that follow button here on Twitch. I hear when you press it, good things happen. Calliope. Go to bed. Don't worry about it. It'll be another time. I'll see you again soon. Thank you for tuning in. Hex, did you hear that New Zealand got a case of COVID-19? I haven't followed events that closely, but yeah, you know, there will be moments where it gets back into countries that have kept it out. No chess, says Spearyfish Official. Yeah, we'll do a chess stream again soon. Just not today, I guess. Oh, I was also wondering if there was like a bit around there that I might... No, it looks like it's gone all the way to the top, so mobs can't spawn up there. Okay, so far so good. What are we doing next? We have created the platform in which to come and check on the ingredients. We've got our ways into this place sorted out. That's terrific. And believe me, there is still a lot to do. And it's kind of fun. I'm looking forward to doing this. I just need to get my brain back in it. So now I can run around and check on the brewer from this level. This kind of needs like a hookup to the next bit down below. We're probably going to use this system again of having the occasional scaffoldings. And they'll probably just fit quite sweetly into there. So the next part of the brewer is being able to access this and potentially give it some more functionality. That redstone lamp, for example, is a part of functionality. As you can see, though, it's going to be easier to work in this space to begin with. Oh yeah, we also got to put more of those composters down and around. You can see I've done it in various places, but not all. Oh, good God! We could actually do a bit of a check on all of our resources as well for brewing ingredients and stuff. I'm just looking at the time and thinking, I wish I had a bit more today. Actually, I do. No, do I? Oh, I've got to think. Timing. I can probably... Yeah, I can probably... Okay. I can probably do a little extra today. I'll be able to squeeze things together. So, to follow my maddening train of thought and rambling... so that's a full block, and it's lower. So I'll put this higher here, okay? That indicates something to us, and I can't remember what it was, so we need some scaffolding to go look. Xisuma! Ah, what's with the weird screaming in the music? What's wrong with you? We're afraid of a few cryptic voices rumbling from the depths? Jeez, come on. Come on, what's wrong with a little bit of screaming in music, I say? Nothing. You know. Nothing wrong with a bit of rah 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 and shouty shouty. Okay. What does this mean again? It's the torch. Right, the torch is on. It'll be turned off if something is inside what's behind the comparator. Comparator is pulling the signal. Right, so there's no shulker box, which means that this... Okay, yeah. What's a shame is that we can't pull a redstone comparator signal from the chest because of this hopper. It's a bit of a shame, because if we could say this has more brewing capacity, that's why it's on, then you can do something here. So, the logic up top is that when the lamp is on, I can't see any of them, it's good. So we need to make that logic consistent. So down here, it's when the lamp is off. So we need to attach something here to make this different. And I need different building materials now. It's always the way, isn't it? It's always the way. Okay then. I'm going to go get some sandstone slabs, and then we can build a small part of that. Jeez, I'm trying to explain as I figure out so you understand what I'm doing. If you don't, I apologise. We'll get there. Why is the music so weird, says TTV Stream Sniper Killer. Can you imagine a world where no one ever made weird music? Oh, it'd be so boring. It'd all sound the same. It doesn't sound like music. It sounds like old sorcery. Great. I mean, this music is weird and wonderful. I love it. More places. Oh, more of the building materials we're using right now, actually. Anyway, distractions aside. Slabs. Of the sandstone. Of the smoothish sandstone. Where y'all at? I mean, there's a small amount. This is what we want, this chest here. Oh, he's turning around. Why is he doing that? Yeah. That was a painful landing. X, there is a hidden base in your base, says Dokkan. Yes, there is. And guess what I did? I built a hidden base inside of the hidden base. Whoever built that, they don't even know I've got a secret base inside of their secret base. Everyone's telling me I got a secret base, but no one's telling me who built it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hey X, have you noticed time seeming to go faster as you get older? Yeah, that's because if you're 1 year old, a year is a half of your life to live. When you're 10 years old, a year is a tenth of your life to live. And when you're 20 years old, it's a 20th. So, the reason, the theory at least, is that, you know, as you have more experienced life, you know, that installment of time is relative to everything behind it. So, the longer you live, the quicker it goes by. It's something everyone seems to experience and comment on. I certainly feel like it. But, you know, that's life, right? Kind of makes, it's kind of weird because it kind of makes it feel like a year when you're older, like, you know, 20 to 21 is like longer than 40 to 43, for example. Something like that, you know? Because Christmas seems to come around a little quicker. I mean, January's almost over. It's going to be like 11 months. In fact, it is 24th. So 11 months, right? Like how, when I was younger, that just felt like, you know, a month was quite a bit of time. Now it's like, you know, I'll sign up for something for a month, right? Like, don't drink tea for a month. I'm like, oh, I can do that. Do that when I'm 20. Jesus Christ. That's too much. You know what I mean? It's too much. I think you really start to feel it. You start to properly feel that speeding up when you kind of hit your 20s. And I think when you're like a teenager, you're kind of aware a little bit of it, but when you look back on being a kid, man, then it's like, whoa, things really were slow. Anyway, I think what we should do, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place right now. Okay, so this is an indicator to me that we can brew more here. So if I walk over here, I check, and then I can put in the shulker boxes. So what we need is a platform for after I've checked this to then walk over there. At the same time, we kind of want to be able to maybe access some of this stuff here, although probably not really. There's not much to fix there. So let's put our scaffolding at this height. Okay, so you kind of want to be able to go right there and then come back again. Remember, this is going to go like over all of this area. And we'll make it too wide since probably just feels a little more comfortable, and then maybe it goes into that space. Could actually have it just go like just be a constant grid underneath all of this, going all the way across. I think that might be the better way to do it. So then if I, you know, I don't think I really need to go up. put it there. Maybe we put that, so then we can come up to either side at this level and look at stuff, but we probably won't use that. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be our layout. Now, how far back does it come? We don't want to have it going all over the place. It needs to be supported. So... and then somewhere here we need it to go up to there. In fact, literally from here, so... and I'm out of scaffolding. So it'll go up to that level, and it'll cover all of this. So we'll use scaffolding. Actually, why am I using scaffolding? It doesn't have to be. I could build the floor out of blackstone, right? Could just build it out of this. So on this side, we'll experiment slightly different. We could have... that disappeared. The entire floor built like this. And it would kind of match up with that pretty well. Yeah, I think we'll go in this direction, actually. We're going to need more lights down here, so we'll have the occasional lamp. There's plenty room to do that. Okay, and then our scaffolding stuff just takes place a little further back, is all. Still going to put that there. So 3 there. And then we want to go up to this spot. And then up here we're going to have that. Right, so that's how that works, to get up and down to this level. Then we can interact with all of this. And... the old bud powering doesn't work on a redstone lamp, does it? Ah. Maybe we'll do it like that. Yeah, no, that was correct. So then we can walk along in this space and look at the lamps. Does require you to walk all the way down to check each and every one, but I think that's the way it's going to work. Okay then, so we've got a bit of a plan for that. Hey X, I know this is random. What are your thoughts on true historic events that were later on put in the Bible? For example, the cataclysmic flood at the end of the last ice age 9,000 years ago. I don't have like a general set of thoughts on that particularly, but like the thing with history and science and trying to determine what happened on the planet a long time ago is that a lot of it gets revised as new things get discovered and it changes a lot. And I'm also aware that there are some people that in those communities that like try and get out new theories and ideas around what happened thousands of years ago, and they get pushback from people who have proven the previous thing, and so sometimes it can be like a real stubborn sort of field of work to be in. Okay, another thing I'd like to do with this is not lose the view of that down there too much, in which case I might change out some of this material for glass. That could be interesting. Also, if our corridor is now like 2 blocks wide, maybe we don't need this last bit at the back. I'm going to take that out for now and maybe consider using some glass. Okay, so we've given ourselves the ability to come to this area, check on or see if we can store more. There's actually a really big flaw with this, I think. I don't think they sit there parked, do they? So the lamp is actually not telling us anything. We need to get the signal from the hopper. When the hopper's backed up, that's when it'll... okay, so... Huh. This is gotta go. Yeah, no, I've just kind of realised this is totally wrong. We have to... What's... Oh, there's a button there. Oh. Uh-oh, I need that button there as well. Aha. Okay, I don't think we're going to get much else done than this today because of things. I think we can put the button on that block because the redstone Yeah, yeah, that powers that to power this. So we can put our button here, and it won't actually interfere with anything else. Okay, so we're going to move the buttons that I forgot existed over to... Let's put it on that block. That seems to be the safest. Now we have that, and when the lamp is on, it means that the thing is full. And didn't we say we wanted to detect when we need more? That's the solution. So when we look at this one here, if that lamp is on, we have to come over here and do something. We can hop up in this space. It's a shame there isn't something else to hop up into, because I wanted a way to get to that area. But I guess for the most part, there you go. I can just jump from there, and I don't think I ever need to come up here much. Okay, so that is our solution. When this is full, stuff will be in here, and therefore that will be off. So if we want to have our objective of having these always stocked with tons of shulker boxes, which is kind of like the end goal, that's the way to do it. Now can I think I can change that without breaking anything, because there's nothing above. I want to switch that back. Same over here. Cool. We have found our solution. Need another comparator though. And then next time we stream and work on this, we'll be able to pick up where we left off. And continue that going across. So before I end this stream, because I did say I'd stream a little bit longer, I want to go over what else is next here in this project. So that's going to be the next platform area for us to work on the shulker boxes. We will be stocking up ingredients and putting more shulker boxes into the system. There's one over there that I don't want to lose track of. Then we've got to tie it up to this area down here. And I do not know what I want to do down here, really. Lots of sandstone. Any shulker boxes? No. Because maintenance requires me kind of walking all over the place. So I'll probably end up putting a bunch of scaffolding framework around here, more composters on top of the hoppers, and then maybe some ways... Yeah, there's 4 of these, so we'll probably end up with like a scaffold that goes up to the bit there. It's going to be crazy, obviously. What a crazy project. I'm also wondering if I might change out the sandstone walls and put in some darker materials so it kind of ties together, but I think that might be a bit much. A baby Orca says I'm kind of behind on certain videos. That would be so. Power Stroking 24/7 is here, which isn't a bit saying I understand why you have the bee skin. You're a worker bee. Yes, people love to make that joke. Thank you so much for the cheers and bits, dude. Appreciate it. I am indeed a worker bee. Okay, let's put some things away here. We want to move those blaze boxes around. These are our building boxes. Ah! Making a mess. That is that. And I'll have that one. So these 4 are... These 4 are blazes. Oh, I've got room for that. Okay. Wait, did you change your skin permanently, says the Raven from DK. Nothing is ever permanent. Nothing is permanent. But yeah, the original Doom guy kind of like probably won't return. I'm just always going to have like a theme, I think. So there's room for more up there. Question is how much more? So that'll be like pretty much 2 shulker boxes worth, except 1 because the the ingredients double. I'm in. Look at my inventory. I'm in no position to do this. No position. Doesn't even need doing. Like the lamp isn't off, but I figured let's keep it stocked up. I mean, considering that we've done a massive batch of shulker boxes, and I haven't had to restock this thing, and it's got a massive stockpile below. I mean, we're pretty much covered for life on the old blaze powder, right? Can't wait for Glow Squid Suma. If you want to make a Glow Squid Suma skin and send it my way, I'll check it out. There is like, if you go online and look for alternative skins to mine, there is just tons of like mob themed, like there's a panda skin, there's just everything now. Everyone's made like the Doom guy as a different mob. It's hilarious. This music's so good. Thank you again for those cheers and bits, by the way. Appreciate it. Apatu says, I saw the avatar on the other stream. Was that a one-time thing? It was, it's a thing I've been working on for a while. I just, you know, I don't know what the best way to use it is, but it's a thing. And I can certainly use it more often, but I think I'm just going to have to develop, like, when and how to use it. It was originally for the Xisuma Says channel. I just thought when I'm talking, like, it might be cool to have this avatar just to give you, like, a bit of a human sort of element, right? Okay, in you go. Hey X, I've been meaning to mention that I think you put the blaze powder into the last slot rather than the first slot of the hoppers. Put the blaze powder into the... No, it's all in the correct bit. How about adding magenta glazed terracotta by the buttable elevators to show which ones go up and down? I like that idea, but I think the texture is a bit jarring compared to everything else around. You do need that sort of way to know though, right? That's actually a cool idea. No, I think there's a way we could actually implement that. I've got an idea on how to implement it, so we need some glazed magenta terracotta to do that. Let's not forget. There's also the strength potions are going to need a top up, but I think just 2 for now will do fine. Because I want to remember that blazed magenta terracotta. Got to keep that on the mind. Okay, so if I go to that, and then that. Look at that. Wow. Also, do I have my composters with me? No, I don't. Okay, I was going to put a composter on top of that, but no. Don't have it with me. What a derp. So somewhere along here, there is the blaze powder itself. Wait, where is strength? Strength is not the last one. Did I walk past it? It's the one I didn't look at. I jumped and looked at that one first. Oh. Oh, good God, there's a lot. Oh, look at that. It's hardly been touched. It's literally hardly been touched. Oh, okay. Okay, we've got to get out of here now. Glazed terracotta, right? Amazing glazing. You kind of need them down the bottom as well, just realised. Do you have a Hermitcraft build you did throughout the seasons which you find particularly memorable? Oh yeah, throughout the seasons, like loads. I tell you what I really do love, the Season 5 Hermitcraft base. I feel like I really would have loved to have finished the outside of that. The inside was pretty much mostly finished. The outside could have done some more. There was like a lull period where I didn't play as much and get enough done. I could have done it in that season. And I'm glad that I have finished, air quotes, this base. Like, everything that I do from this point on, I feel like I'm just adding to the concept. So, it's at a good point where it's like, we've executed something, it's done, you know? Whereas that season, I could have done better. I could have finished that. Anyway, I always think that's probably one of my best bases. Obviously, last season I didn't have a base, and this season we definitely have. We're in it right now. Oh, I left some blaze powder here. How did I do that? I thought I put it all in. Oh well. So, glazed magenta terracotta, right? It is magenta, right? I can't be bothered. I'm just going to grab that. Grab the old magenta. I think you only need 4. Grab ye old fire rocket. Do ye old flying through ye old air to ye old furnace building with ye old creeper on the side of it. What's that? Just a random... Oh, good God! I'm under attack! No, I'm not. Ye old chest with ye old hopper. Must have left that there. Right. It's smelting. Probably going to need to... Oh, wait. It's... Ah, someone else has been using this. Someone else has been using this. Okay, we'll give it a minute. Ah, yes. Ye old spam, says Sebon. Says ye old Sepenski. In ye old Twitch chat. Ye old, says anti-repellent. Oh, we're going down that rabbit hole. It's the old, ye old. Jeez, almost fell over, by the way. Sometimes when I'm streaming, I just gonna like pick up my legs and like stretch out my body a bit. And I almost fell over. And that would have been hilarious. And probably would have broke some things, which would not have been funny. Don't laugh. That is not cool. Pick up ye old chocobox. Yes. Okay, there we go. The last 2 are doing a little bit of work. That's good. There's more than that. I put in 32 of these. Is there like... Oh, I never picked that up. How is there not... Hang on. There can't be like 2 left in the system somewhere, right? Huh. Well, that is a mystery. If I flick these levers, they should let everything through. So I have no idea how they did not get through. Well, 'tis what it is. 'Tis what it is, and what it always will be. My friends, I hope you have enjoyed today's live stream here on twitch.tv/Xisuma. Be sure to hit the follow button before you head out of here. And I will be streaming again maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Sorry, Tuesday or Thursday. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the week. It is now time for me to do a riggedy raid. I was going to raid Zloy, but Zloy raided me. So we'll go check and see. We'll pick a random channel again. Under 100 viewers in the Minecraft community. And alright, I'm now scrolling down to the less than 100. This looks interesting. Oh, that's not English. I've got to try and pick an English one. Okay, speedrunning is making this person crazy. That sounds good. We'll go there. Alright, so we're just supporting a random channel in the community as always. This person is Gabbo. So you can now click the raid button in chat. Thank you everyone. As always, I appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you again soon. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.